Attention, Soldier Field Sharks! To what extent is Poles betting the future of the Bears on a coin toss? Brutal scarcity, only 72 hours left for a 4.21-second projectile to decide if it lights up or burns the Williams era. And this is NO theory. While you were hesitating, other teams were already sniffing around the rookie. Urgency? It's now or never. Activate one, a rocket in the slots that shakes the NFC North. Or a failure that sinks the offense. It's not hype. We're giving you the scoop before anyone else, but will you miss it? Activate 2. How dare the ghosts of the past? An icon returns. Is it a hero or a burden? If this old trick fails, the window closes and goodbye to the Super Bowl for 5 years. This is not fear. It's reality. Activate 3. And the earthquake in the trenches? Cutting a warrior is no coincidence. Here's the reciprocity. We risk it for you by exposing this dirty play, but if you don't subscribe today, how will you know if it was genius or suicide? No more talk. If you're not subscribed, get ready to be flipped over when this bomb explodes. Give it a like or you'll never be able to say I saw it coming. What are you waiting for, trader? Are you ready for a player who can change the speed of the game? We have breaking news. What's going on at Hallis Hall, folks? Are Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson planning to give Caleb Williams a short-term missile to revolutionize this offense? I'll tell you everything. It turns out that, according to Sports Illustrated, the Chicago Bears might be eyeing Jimmy Horn Jr., a receiver from Colorado, in this 2025 draft. Remember Xavier Worthy, that human rocket the Chiefs drafted in 2024 who helped Mahomes win another ring? Well, Horn Jr. could be version 2.0. At 4.21 seconds in the 40 yards, Worthy shipped the combine. Now, imagine Horn running like a bat out of hell at Soldier Field. But wait, is this a real need for the Bears? I ask you. We already have DJ Moore stretching the field and Ron O'Dunn's, that second-year gem who promises to break out. Do we need another receiver? Of course not, until we do. Because, you know what? In the NFL, speed is negotiable. If Ben Johnson wants an arsenal that makes any secondary sweat, Horn Jr. is the projectile. Now, don't come at me with cheap illusions. Horn is not the next Amon-Ra St. Brown or Puka Nacua. He's a different beast. 5 feet 7 inches, 170 pounds. A hurricane in the slot and on returns. At Colorado, he racked up 441 yards and 1 TD last season. Little? Not at all. With a QB like Williams, this kid could explode. Worthy, in his rookie year, achieved 638 yards and 6 touchdowns. Think Horn couldn't match that? I believe he can. But listen up, this is not just about speed. What good is running like an F-16 if you don't sync with the QB? Horn must prove that his chemistry with Caleb Williams is immediate. Worthy took months to connect with Mahomes, but when he did, boom! The Bears don't have time to wait. Chicago demands impact now. And here's my spicy opinion. If Poles picks Horn on day 3, it will be a steal. A secret weapon for Williams. But what if he's snatched earlier? Huge mistake. Don't overpay for a player who's still a project. Ryan Poles, don't be dazzled by the stopwatch. So, Bears family, I throw this bomb at you. Is it worth investing in Jimmy Horn Jr., or should the Bears prioritize other needs like the defensive line or secondary? Attention, Bears family! Is Khalil Mack returning to Chicago? I have a truth that will make your veins explode. Remember Khalil Mack, that monster who made quarterbacks tremble at Soldier Field? Yes, the same one who gave us nights of glory. But listen up. The idea of bringing him back is not a dream, it's a dangerous illusion. And I ask you, has Ryan Poles suddenly gone mad? Or is this just smoke from nostalgic fans? Brad Biggs from the Chicago Tribune made it clear on 670 The Score. Mack, at 34 years old with only 6 sacks in 2024? That's playing with fire, people. And beware! The guy isn't speaking out of spite, it's the chronicle of a death foretold. Mack was a beast, yes. In 2023 he had 17 sacks, but today, are we paying millions for a player who's no longer the Khalil Mack? I say no. Have we forgotten that Demarcus Walker was just cut for a reason? If we're looking for a replacement, why not go for a younger, more explosive Josh Sweat? Or dare to negotiate for a Myles Garrett? But no! Some want to revive the past as if this were Back to the Future. This is the NFL, not a movie. More painful facts. Mack turned 34 this Friday. And you know what else turns 34? A classic car. Nice to display, but functional on a highway at 100 mph? No! Do we really want a tribute instead of a champion? And here's my problem. Ryan Poles has the obligation to build a young, hungry team. Signing Mack would be like buying a Ferrari with a worn-out engine, then complaining that IT doesn't run. No, folks! Keenan Allen was already the veteran patch of 2024. Repeating the mistake on defense? That's being accomplices to failure. And the options? They exist. Josh Sweat, 26 years old, is in his prime. Myles Garrett, a bold trade? Or explore the draft? But none of that matters if we fall in love with a name from the past. I'll close with this. Khalil Mack is a legend. But legends don't win titles, complete teams do. If Poles signs Mack, will he be sabotaging the future for a momentary applause? I leave you with the question, do you prefer nostalgia or glory? Comment below. Does Mack deserve one last chance? Or is this madness? What are the Chicago Bears doing with their defensive line? Because this makes no sense. They just released Demarcus Walker, and I'm wondering, Ryan Poles, what are you thinking? Let me tell you this clearly, either there's a master plan behind this, or this is a colossal mistake. Why did they cut Walker? Listen up. Brad Biggs from the Chicago Tribune dropped it like a bomb. They overpaid for him, $7 million a year for 7 sacks in 2 seasons? Yes, you heard that right. 7 sacks, people. And you want to talk to me about investment? You might as well give the money away. But, watch out, here comes the controversial part. Do you really think Walker contributed nothing? The guy played 17 games each season. He was a soldier on the field. Versatility? He could play D or DT, depth. With a defensive line that was already a sieve, now they make it weaker? And don't talk to me about the $5.2 million savings, because they have plenty of CAP space. This isn't about money, it's about, what? Incompetence? The big question, will the Bears regret it? Imagine the injuries. Who covers those gaps? Without Walker, any loss on the line leaves them on top of a volcano. Ryan Poles is betting everything on the draft and free agency, but do you really trust they'll find a better and cheaper replacement? In this league, depth is paid with experience. I'll tell you this. Walker wasn't Aaron Donald, but he was a tough guy, a warrior who provided stability. Now, without him, the pressure is on Montez Sweat, and is he going to carry the weight of all the rivals' pass rush alone? And let's not even talk about the rookies coming in. Rookies in the NFL are not the magic solution. Here's the debate. Was it a brave move or a reckless one? Ryan Poles wants to prove he's a cap space master, but this smells like desperation. Or maybe they already have a secret plan? Maybe they're bringing in an all-pro in March. But if not, this will be a historic blunder. I ask you, Bears Nation, what do you think? Is releasing Walker a cold and calculated move, or a mistake that will leave them crying during the season? Attention, Bears Nation! First bomb, Jimmy Horn Jr. is on the radar. Do you think it's time to bet on his talent, or would it be a mistake to neglect the defensive line and secondary to invest in him? We are at a crossroads. What would you do if you were in the GM's office? Second volcano, is it time to give Khalil Mack one last chance to prove he can be the hero Chicago needs, or would it be crazy to risk the team's future out of loyalty? We want to hear your truth. Third earthquake, Demarcus Walker's departure divides opinions. Was it a cold and strategic move to free up capital, or a premature goodbye that will make us miss his ferocity in key moments? Defend your position. There's no middle ground. It's time to act, family. If you feel every decision, rumor, and hit of the franchise, join this revolution. Subscribe now and don't miss a second of the analysis, passion, and community we build together. Click the red button, activate the bell, and comment with everything. What topic burns your soul the most today?